welcome to Kiki Daily News. As always, Kiki News find the most exciting news around the world. Today, Kiki News will report about 4 macroeconomic objectives in Kazakhstan. Our one and only reporter, Mr. Key, is out in the field in Kazakhstan. Mr. Key? Thank you, Mr. Key. I am in Kazakhstan, a country located below Russia. It is a beautiful country, but back to the main point. Kazakhstan has GDP of $225.6 billion and GDP per capita of $14,100. There is an unemployment rate of 5.3%. Unemployment is a state of being out of work or actively seeking for work or unable to work. 5.3% unemployment rate is high, higher than the ideal 3.5%. This unemployment may have been caused by decrease in aggregate demand or decline in aggregate supply. Since Kazakhstan is not facing recession, it is most likely to have only structural and frictional unemployment. What does unemployment say? It might say people's consumption level would decrease, increase in illness level, poverty, crime rate, and decrease in aggregate demand. That means people in Kazakhstan is already facing these consequences. Therefore, Kazakhstan is not achieving one of the objectives, which is having full employment or low unemployment rate. Inflation is an increase in average price level of goods and services over time. Its cause may be due to demand pull inflation or cost pull inflation. Kazakhstan's inflation rate is 5.8%. 5.8% of inflation is relatively a high inflation. Due to high inflation rate, people in Kazakhstan will hurry to spend their money before price level rises even more. This may lower real income, rents, and reduce international competitiveness. Therefore, Kazakhstan fails to achieve objective of price level stability. The relationship between short-run unemployment and inflation can be shown in Phillips Curve. In the Phillips Curve, it states that as AD falls in the short run, unemployment rises and inflation decreases, vice versa. In Kazakhstan, with 5.3% unemployment rate and 5.8% inflation rate, does not fit in the Phillips Curve, which states that these two factors are inverse relationship. Kazakhstan has an economic growth of 5%. Economic growth is when a nation increases in the total output of goods and services over time. The causes of Kazakhstan's economic growth may be due to increase in physical capital and technology or human capital and productivity. Kazakhstan is achieving great success in economic growth by increasing in aggregate demand and aggregate supply. Therefore, equality and equity comes in. Equity is fairness, while equality is receiving the same. Gini index try to attempt to measure the income distribution of a nation's residents. Gini index for Kazakhstan is 28.9, 0 meaning total equality, 100 meaning total inequality. 28.9 is a great value, which suggests that Kazakhstan has equal income distribution, which means most of the people will have money. Kazakhstan's government is probably making policy for equality. This also suggests that Kazakhstan is not only having economic growth, but also economic development. This is a Lorenz curve which shows Gini index, a relationship between percentage of population and percentage of income. Because Kazakhstan's Lorenz curve is close to the equality line, it indicates that it achieves the equality in the distribution of income. This explains the 4 macroeconomic objectives in Kazakhstan. Wasn't it interesting? Thank you for watching Kiki News.